Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're just going to do a little sanding and prep work on this lovely older Mazda that I've been working on. So a couple tools we're going to need. Number one, just a little orbital sander. They're not expensive, like 55 bucks, Canadian Tire, depending on where you are. You might want to have a mask so you're not breathing in all the fibers. And yeah, just going to take a time. Hopefully not too long a video, but we're going to get some of this sanding done. And sanding, once we're done the sanding, we'll get some primer done on it, and then once the primer is done, we'll get some paint on it. So again, this is after the metal work, and again, fiberglass used to kind of seal and protect and give somewhat of a more finish to obviously be able to sell your car, or to not have holes in it, right? Not have rust everywhere. So it's just a bit of a slow process, but you got to take your time and then just work at it. Let me just show you here a little bit of what we've done. I've done already the metal work, like on this one quarter I'm going to show you right now. There was literally nothing here, so that was all ground out, cut out, and we put metal, and now it's just the fiberglass that we're going to work on sanding and then get to the paint. So here, have a look. So there was nothing there, literally that was all rotted through. And of course we had to do the inside here. Let me put some light on. So that was nothing there, that's all new metal. And then of course the new rocker all the way to the bottom, all the welds, of course the welds there, which again you got to clean all that up. We're gonna sand that all down, get it nice and smooth best we can, and then primer. Same thing along here as well, all in through there. Takes time. Hopefully I'm able to see this, what I'm showing. And then of course the fender here, and then the bottom there was some hole there. We had to put a little patch there as well. And we're going to clean that up, get it nice and smooth. And all along here there's some rust bubbling, so we just sanded that off. And at least we have a paint line here. We're going to get that as smooth as possible. And then yeah, go from there. Oh, sorry about my finger. So that's the process today. We're going to work on that, and just again, it takes time. You got to focus and concentrate. I'm going to try and put this little my lovely camera on a stand, and we're going to go from there and get to work. So hope you enjoy it. Any questions, again, feel free. If you can, like this video, subscribe to my channel. I give just little tidbits slowly on how to, again, I'm doing the grinding, the welding, the repair. This is kind of the finishing, so we're kind of going backwards, but hope you enjoy it. And I'm gonna get to work. Give me 1 second. Let me figure out how to put this lovely stand up. And we're gonna get working, get to work. Good old work. I am no professional video guy, that's for sure. So as long as we can see and get the work done, that's what the job is. So we're going to start on here, get the machine going, and rock and roll. Hope you enjoy it. Any questions, please feel free to leave them. And rock and roll. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah. Excuse my ignorance on the side of getting this camera going. Slowly but surely, we're learning how to do this stuff. So again, we got our lovely little orbital sander. This is a simple one. Fits on the back. Sometimes these pads come off; they're a pain. You got to get the new sticky thing on here. We're just going to take our time getting this all smooth, and just concentrate and get her done. It's just good old work. I'm going to put my mask on so I don't breathe all this crap in. Not good for your lungs. Give me 1 sec. Again, these are a pain. Once you learn how to use them, they're not bad. Just overhead. Stick on like so. And away we go. Save your lungs, man. It's not worth it. So doing this in real time, I'm using 120 grit sandpaper. And again, we're just trying to get this as smooth as possible and a little bit prepped for primer and then paint. Again, I'm not very good at the paint or the perfect prep work, but my goal is when I see cars that got holes or rust, I fabricate with the metal. That's kind of like the thing I enjoy doing, getting better at it every time, and just no different than the sanding. It takes time and you got to concentrate and work at it, but the key is don't rush. And like I'm just looking at it here, I got to get my extra glasses so I can see it closer. I'm going to finish just this fender in real time, and then I'm going to keep going from there. Okay, so hopefully I'm going to move this a little closer. Hopefully you can see. And what I'll do is I'll get right up close. I'll show it when I get this done, how it's coming out very smooth. And I'm actually happy with it. Again, this is just an older car, so you get the idea that once the sanding down, when you sand down all the rust first, and then you use the fiberglass. Luckily here there's no metal work required. Under here there was. I had to put a patch on this lower part of the fender, but we'll keep at it and we'll keep getting there. Get my other glasses going, and let's see how it turns out. Hang in there. All right, and away we go. Like an idiot, forgot to put my mask on.
So what's really cool, it's kind of rewarding when you see it smoothing out. So I'm getting near the bottom of this. I'm gonna sit my butt on the floor here, so I'm gonna get my little rubber mat. You gotta try and make it as comfortable as possible. Yeah, it's kind of boring. You're going, yeah, who wants to sit there? It's not as bad as you think. Like right now we've been going, I think, 10, 12 minutes. Another 2-3 minutes, I'll be done. And then it'll be ready for this fender to be prepped for primer, paint, and paint. It's really not that hard. You gotta take your time at it and learn the process. I'm just gonna reach over and grab my little workout, get this at like the dollar store, $5 for 10 of them. Great for sitting on the concrete, keep your butt warm. And we're gonna get this thing finished off here. Hopefully you can still see. Get this bottom corner done. And that's gonna be about it. Let me adjust this lovely camera. Whoop. Try to do everything in real time, but I'm no pro at this stuff, guys, so bear with me. There, we're getting down to the finishing edge here. So let's see if I can even make it a little bigger. No, guess I can't. Anyways, we'll get this finalized and get her done.